He can't have this right now.
Okay, sir.
This can't happen.
Who's your son?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is an NFL superstar who has never gotten into trouble throughout his career, but his father, Patrick Mahomes Sr., is officially the NFL's drunkest dad.
I am not drunk, I promise you.
Okay.
I've had some drinks.
Pat Sr. has been arrested 6 times for driving while intoxicated and booked in jail 11 times since 2009, according to CNN. This latest arrest, however, may be the worst of all and could lead the QB to finally push his father out of his public life. We've already seen the quarterback avoid wishing his father a happy Father's Day on social media. Because of how bad this latest scandal was, we have to break down the NFL's drunkest dad.
You mind handing me that can? Thank you, sir.
Pat Mahomes Sr. has had some fame of his own as an MLB baseball player in the 90s. His love of baseball went so far that he even pressured Patrick Mahomes to quit football in high school, pushing him to play baseball instead.
Football was probably the one that I would have said would have been his worst chance of making it to the pros.
Yeah, good thing Patrick did not listen to his father's advice. Pat Sr.'s issues with alcohol occurred long before his son entered the NFL. Pat was arrested twice for DWI in 2012 and another 2 times in 2018. Pat Sr. was jailed for his 5th arrest in 2019 and had a 40-day sentence in jail that included a weekend work release program. Unfortunately for the quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he was embarrassed by his drunk dad even in college. While playing at Texas Tech, Pat Sr. was arrested for public intoxication at a tailgate during his son's football game for Texas Tech in 2016. You can see his mugshot right here, and little did anybody know at the time this would not be the last mugshot we see from Pat Sr. Now, while in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes won multiple Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls up until 2024. His father's legal troubles, however, have always been in the background and not covered by mainstream media. But in 2023, because of a couple scandals, the mainstream media would turn its attention to the Mahomes family, mainly the little brother of Patrick, Jackson Mahomes, who's most famous for his TikTok videos that appear on social media. He dealt with some legal troubles of his own in May of 2023 when he was arrested on charges of aggravated sexual battery. Leaked video emerged of Jackson Mahomes grabbing an Aspen restaurant owner by the neck and forcibly kissing her. Jackson had to pay a $100,000 bond to get out of jail.
Anything you want to say to the victims of these crimes?
You know, if you was a real black dude, they would arrest you.
Luckily for Jackson, these charges were eventually dropped. His legal team denied the allegations, claiming the clips were taken out of context. But these leaked videos and these charges would harm the reputation of the Mahomes family and put more spotlight on them in mainstream media. NFL fans also started to notice the Mahomes family more, especially Pat Sr.'s odd behavior. He boasted on behalf of his son's playoff victories with Victory cigars.
You got a cigar of your own, I see.
Yeah, I'm smoking the Joe Burrow.
You smoking on the Joe
I'm
Burrow?
smoking on the Joe Burrow.
Aside from Pat Sr.'s cockiness, fans started to notice just how sauced he looked in these post-game interviews.
That's special blend, Lamar Jackson.
That's a special blend.
It's special blend. I flew these in from Cuba.
You can see replies to these video clips, "Dude, drunk as F." Throughout 2023, we started to see some more drunk moments from Pat Sr. Like when he tried to impress a young woman, an Eagles fan, by rooting for their team on video right before they played his son Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Go Eagles.
Fans made the obvious joke that he not only looked faded, but was clearly trying to get some ass. Now, most of these antics are harmless, but nonetheless, Pat Sr. started to become more popular in the media. In 2023, especially when Taylor Swift, the superstar musician, started to attend Kansas City Chiefs football games to support her boyfriend, tight end Travis Kelce, this is when fans and people around the world started to learn who Pat Sr. was. was, because you could see Pat Sr. next to the superstar musician during these football games celebrating touchdowns in the skybox. So that is why, as we enter 2024, the latest arrest of Pat Mahomes Sr. became the most publicized. At this very moment in February of 2024, most people did not know that Pat Sr. had already been arrested 6 times for driving while intoxicated and charged with 2 DWIs. But in February of 2024, everybody would know about Patrick Mahomes' dad's drinking problem. What went the most viral, though, was the mugshot. The mugshot had a smirk from Pat Mahomes Sr., which displayed confidence that he would not receive jail time for his actions due to his wealth and status. One fan wrote, quote, "Out here risking lives and still smiling in his mugshot." Another fan wrote, "Guess he won't be sitting with Taylor Swift anymore." Months after being booked in jail and having this viral mugshot go all across the internet, body cam footage then became released of the arrest, which featured a lot of cringeworthy incidents. The worst moment of this body cam footage was when Pat Sr. tried name dropping his son to get out of the DUI.
My son is getting ready to play in the Super Bowl, okay?
Yes,
no, just listen to me.
Who's your son?
Patrick Mahomes.
An NFL fan wrote, "Should have thought about his son before driving." Because we know nothing rubs the public the wrong way more than when a celebrity demands preferential treatment because they are a celebrity, which Pat Sr. did multiple times. Another really bad moment for Mr. Pat was when he was arrested. He had a Coors Light can in the cup holder of his car. Yeah, I don't think we need a breathalyzer to know that this fool is completely hammered. But you had NFL fans blast Pat Mahomes' father because this is not only his first offense, but Patrick Mahomes is one of the wealthiest players in the entire world. How could Pat Sr. not afford a Uber or a Lyft or even a personal driver since his son makes $50 million a year? So Pat Sr. was officially indicted for a felony 3rd DWI offense, which typically carries a charge of up to 10 years in prison. But thanks to name dropping his son, Patrick Mahomes, who's won multiple Super Bowls, Pat Sr. got off easy. Pat was only sentenced to 10 days in jail with 5 years probation, which is a slap on the wrist for a 3rd DUI offense, and also being booked previously 11 times for alcohol-related offenses. Really, we're supposed to believe that he's now taken this super seriously when he's already been arrested and gotten away with it several times. What's worse is that the relationship between the son, Patrick Mahomes, and his father is clearly fractured. This past Father's Day in 2024, Patrick did not write a happy Father's Day post on social media about his dad, despite his wife, Brittany Mahomes, making some public Father's Day posts about Patrick. Clearly, Patrick knows that his dad is a problem, and he knows that even mentioning him on social media is going to stir up tons of controversy. This body cam footage that we mentioned earlier was finally released in October of 2024 in the middle of the NFL football season. Pat Sr. claimed multiple times on video that he was not drunk and only had a few drinks.
I've had a couple of drinks. Yes, I have.
Yes, sir.
But I am not drunk, okay?
But after he was officially charged, we found out that he had a blood alcohol level of 0.23, which is 3 times the legal limit. One of the top comments on the body cam video reads, "3rd DWI, he's not going to stop, and the courts will continue to do nothing until he kills someone. It's a shame." This leaves a lot of NFL fans wondering, is Pat Sr. a ticking time bomb? With 0 consequences, a boatload of cash to keep him out of legal trouble, it seems like it's only a matter of time until Pat Sr. makes an even bigger mistake. Many wonder when Patrick Mahomes wins his next Super Bowl, will his dad even be there to celebrate? Hopefully he gets help soon.